Hey guys, what's up? So, just wanted to do a quick review on the Z-Force 1000 by CF Moto. I just picked it up like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. Put about 50 miles on it, and honestly, this thing is a beast. I'm just having so much fun with it. But yeah, I mean, it's a 1000. It's got plenty of power. I mean, this thing is like, I haven't had any. Put it this way: no matter what, it's enough power to do what I need to do and have fun. So, I mean, basically, what got me started in this whole thing was going down to a Can-Am dealership, and I was looking at, I think it was the Can-Am 900, nice looking machine, and started doing some research on them. And one thing led to another. Then I was looking at the Polaris 900s. I didn't look into the 1000s because it was just way out of my price range. And this being my first side-by-side, I didn't really know kind of what I was, what I wanted and what I was getting myself into. So I was looking at the Polaris 900s. What's up? No, just doing a review here. And I was looking at the Polaris 900s, and those were a little bit out of my price range, a little bit more pricey, but they were nice looking machines. And they had the CF Moto stuff at the dealership, so I started looking at the Z-Force and looking at the price of the 800s, and then I was looking at the price of the 1000s, and I was like, wow, this is definitely in my price range. So did a lot of research on it, looked at the specs, checked out everything, and the Z-Force 1000 just had a lot more power than the 800s and 900s. 75 horsepower, I think, is the 900 Polaris RZR, and this has got 80 horsepower. Seems to have more torque than the Polaris and the Can-Am. So this is the road I went down. Gotta tell you, I don't think I made any mistakes there. We've been having so much fun with it, taking it out on some mud and trails, things like that, and we're just having a blast. So I just figured I'd give you a quick rundown of things that I really like and things that I don't like that much. One, I love the four-wheel drive system. Definitely using that quite often. The two-wheel drive, four-wheel drive, and we got the front differential lock here. That's a cool thing. Only had to use it once. I was really stuck in some mud, and that was about it. Otherwise, I just kind of put it in a four-wheel drive for the mud, and we haven't gotten stuck anywhere. I'll post some videos of some mud that we were going through, and it's just insane stuff. So, I grew up riding. I had, my first bike was a KX100, went up to a RM250. Then I had a few quads. Had a Honda 400EX. I had a Raptor. Quick machine, so I like going fast. I definitely like the speed of everything. And I'll tell you what, I got a smile on my face every time I'm driving this thing. No disappointment whatsoever. So definitely, I think the interior of this was a lot better than the RZR 900s in the Can-Am. I like the display on here. The dip switches and where everything's located, the cup holders. It's really comfortable. Also, we got the winch in the front. That's a cool feature. You got the LED headlights, and I really like the wheels on here. They're nice. I was thinking about going maybe something a little bit bigger, maybe an inch or two bigger than what's here now. The suspension on here is really nice. It's got CF Moto shocks on here, which I think is I think they're Elka shocks with CF Moto. I don't know, you gotta look it up. Something to do with Elka shocks. And so they got the reservoirs in the front and the back. Really, really cool. Yeah, I like that. And they're easy to adjust too. I mean, basically, I think anybody can do it. You have a setting on there for low speed and high speed. So that's a cool thing. Inside, you got the doors on here. I think the doors are really cool too. The way the doors look. A little bit like a spaceship kind of thing, the way they designed this. And the seats are really nice and comfortable. The one thing that I am a little wary about is, you know, we were doing some mud riding, and I don't know if you see it on there, but you know, we got some mud on the seats, and for the life of me, I can't get them clean. I don't know. Maybe get some input on that. What's up, Bev? Say hi.
Hey.
So we'll just do a quick startup here,
Can I start it?
and I'll show you what it's like. So basically, you're gonna turn the key. Now you have a shut
Can I
off
start it?
and an on button here. So go ahead, turn it on. What do I got on here? I got 44 miles on here. You can see we're in 4-wheel drive right now. We're in park, and we got the e-brake on. Down here we have our lights on, high beams, low beams, and then we can just turn on our LED headlights, which is cool. Then we got our horn here, and then you have your what's this called?
Kill switch.
No. Basically, it just gives you more power if you want to go in reverse. It's kind of like a override, or it is an override. And then over here is cool. You got a little compartment. This is for your winch. You plug your winch into there, and you can operate that. Then you have a little 12-volt charger there. Plug in a cell phone or whatever you want. And down here you got park, reverse, neutral, and then high and low. It's really cool. And then we can go through our display with this button here, and basically what that'll do is it'll change from RPMs and your trip. So there's your RPMs there, and your hours, miles. You got your temperature here, and you got your fuel gauge here. I mean, really, really cool machine. So yeah, show you what the lights look like in the front. See, there's the just the LED driving lights there. That's cool. Then you got high beams and low beams. It's nice with the winch there. You got the electronic power steering, which is sweet. I mean, you could turn this wheel when you're riding. I mean, you don't feel anything. You just drive it like it's nothing. Turning the wheel is so easy. You don't really, you get some feedback on it, but it's such a comfortable ride. And you got the rear view mirrors. I definitely want to do a rear view mirror up here, because when you want to see behind you, you kind of got to turn your head around. Maybe a backup camera I think we got to put on here. But,
Dad.
Some other things I want to do. I definitely want to get this lifted up a little bit. I was thinking about doing the A-arms and give it like an 1.5 inch lift in the front and the back. A little pricey, but in the future we're going to do that. The first thing I'm going to do is put a stereo in here, because we need some music while we're riding. No doubt about that. Huh? And I love the compartment back here, because, we can put so much stuff back here. It's got the net. That stock comes with it. Such a cool piece. Put the lunch box back there, some drinks, and maybe a gas can for going on some long trips. But I fill this thing up with gas, and honestly, we rode all day. I think I only used like a quarter tank of gas. So maybe I'm just not going fast enough. Then again, we still didn't break this thing in yet. We only got 50 miles on here, and we're still breaking it in, so I haven't really laid down on it too much. I mean, I would say we probably got up to like 50, and that was pretty fast. So I don't know. I think it goes about 70, a little bit over 70 miles an hour is the top speed. Some things that I saw, and one thing I did was we were going up a hill, and I had it in high gear by accident. Wasn't paying attention, and we got some belt smoke. Not too much, just a little bit. But I took the belt cover off, and we looked at the belt. Everything looked really good. I bought an extra belt just to be on the safe side. And so we got one just in case we need it. There's a little glove compartment in here. That's where the winch controller is, and some tools that they give you from the factory. It's pretty cool. You got regular seat belts here. Seat belts are nice. They fit my son. He's only 11, and the seat belt fits him nice. And the seats are adjustable, so you could definitely move the seats forward if you got somebody smaller riding in there. And I think that's really it. I mean, honestly, I have no disappointments in this machine, except one thing. I think mostly that bothers me is the height. I'd like to get it up a little bit higher, maybe just a couple inches, and I think I'll be pretty satisfied with that. But I mean, even the ground clearance, I think the ground clearance is like maybe 11 inches, and we were around some rough terrain, didn't have an issue. I mean, we didn't really bottom out on anything, so it's not so much the, you know, what you can do with it. It's more the aesthetics for me as far as raising it up a little bit, and you know, that's really it. But definitely glad I went with this machine. Pretty happy with it, and we'll definitely be posting some more videos of some riding, and we're gonna head up to New Hampshire in a few weeks. So I'll post some videos of that, see how the machine's doing, and hope you guys check it out. All right, talk to you later.